welcome back, and you're very welcome if you're new. Today I'm going to flip through the completed and closing spreads as well as completed July to December. In this is my Erin Condren 8x10 hourly softbound. If you missed the initial flip through, which was January to June, I'll make sure to link it below. But we're going to do, like I said, July to December today, and then at the end I'm actually going to flip through the whole thing just without talking, just because it's been 6 months since I saw the opening spreads and it'll be fun to have a wee look back. So let's get started. Okay, so this opening spread is just a little bit of fun. It's nice to look at. The Coffee Monsters Co. themes for the monthlies for 2024 was florals, different flowers. So I decided to lean into that very loosely with the theme of a wildflower for the opening and closing spreads. So that's why I put this little quote from Alice in Wonderland. And then I just put some fun stickers around here. They're all Coffee Monsters Co. apart from that, which is Fox and Pip. And this dragon for Year of the Dragon is so adorable. I kind of wish I had got a few more just to use in general, even though it's not Year of the Dragon anymore. But there you go. So that's the opening page. Then this is the monthly spreads page. Love this. I have done a version of it this year in my new planner. Or not monthly spreads, did I say? Monthly themes, I mean. And I wrote them all down here, and then these calendars are free and you can adapt them to whatever size you want, but you have to be a member of our Facebook group to be able to access the files. So then this is the yearly overview. I used, these were all samples, apart from one or two, which was an actual full washi roll of the florals, and I thought that was perfect. And then I put down the Washly monthly header and a little doodle to represent each theme. And this is just like it says, a yearly overview. And I was able to refer to this every time I set up a month to be able to know what birthdays and what events are coming up. This I don't like. I love the function of it, and I'm continuing with it this year in that I want to write the names of kits. 2024 was actually the first year I used kits, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it and continuing with it. But like I said, I don't like how this turned out. It feels really cramped, and I thought it would be fun to have the name of the kit and then a label from said kit beside it, you know, to represent visually what it looked like. And then quite a lot of the times I forgot and had to improvise. Like, I wanted to use labels like this that had a little doodle, and by the third week I had forgotten and had to use one of the doodle banners over the top of a label. Here I just stuck a sticker at the side of a label, etc. When I got down to here I completely forgot, and I was nearly at the end of the week and had to go back and just put a post-it note. But even if I had had a full set of labels, I still don't think I would have liked it. It's just, it is too cramped. This year I am doing the names of the kits, and I'm saving my representation of the weekly themes for the monthly spreads. Anyway, right, so let's go to July where we left off. So this year I actually have 2 dashboards for 2025, but for 2024 I didn't need them. So I just put an art piece here every month as a cover page, and then because it didn't say the month, I stuck a little sticker that came with the art piece from Coffee Monsters Co. And I either used digital art that I had, or in this case the free journal cards that were sent with the orders and stuff like that. So this is really cute for summer, and the summer washi from Coffee Monsters Co. And then July is my favourite month of all the themes. It is a water lily, and I love how this turned out. Really gorgeous. Definitely my favourite of all the monthlies for 2024. And I just have a little thing each day to represent what happened that day, or in the case where nothing really happened, I just put some doodles. And I'm doing this again this year. In fact, actually there is one thing I'm changing this year, the countdowns. I did my countdowns in the monthly spreads last year, and this year I'm going to do them in the weeklies, but other than that, staying the same. And then this was my currently watching and my dashboard. And I love the fact that this year she had a seal for each of the months that I was able to use to represent the theme here. She didn't do that this year, so I've done something a bit different, but I do really love those. They're cute. Anyway, right, so into week 27. This was Happy Planning from Coffee Monsters Co. I had this vinyl here for a good while and was able to use it as a focal point with all the packages piled on top of each other. And I actually had the full version of this kit as well as the Hobonichi Cousin version, so I had plenty of stickers. And then this is the Coffee Monsters Co. Just Keep Swimming, one of my favourites. And I loved trying these little press-on stickers the first time I've ever tried that. It looks like part of the paper. I actually have a few more of these and I'm definitely going to be using it in my journal because I feel like I would really love these for a journal spread. It'd be fun. Anyway, then this is really something that 2020, even 2021, Ruth would have been like, ah, what? But I really love it, and it's funny how your tastes change. I mean, I'm still a neutral lover at heart, but I don't mind doing stuff like this now every so often, and I love this little cow. It's actually been named Moochie. Really cute. This was the June theme, I think, from the subscriptions. And then this, I love sunflowers. Lilies is my first favourite flower, and sunflowers is my second. And I love these little snails all along the bottom. Just really fun summery spreads just to go along with the sunshine. I'm just looking at this weather compared to what we're having now, and it's really depressing. So now we're into August, and this is the subscription that those transfers came in. It was a nautical theme, and I really hope she does a kit inspired by this washi because it would just be adorable. I would be all over that. And then August was poppies. We had our little trip to Portrush here. We went away for a few days. And then this is the dashboard. Look at how many films I was watching. At the minute I'm in a reading phase, so this is really low, but whenever I'm not reading, I'm usually sitting at night watching films and stuff. It's just my way of relaxing. And that was one of those months. This I really love. Again, I would have thought it wouldn't be something that would be very me, but it's just perfect. And Helen really has that knack of finding a balance in the brighter colours, in that they're not so in your face that it's too much, if you know what I mean. Anyway, this is the Magical Forest kit, and I actually stuck 2 frogs from the Hubman and Chub Girl. I can't remember what it's called. I used it for a leap year. It's just called Froggies. And I had some of the vinyls left over, and I thought that would be fun to put in Magic Forest. And then here is the next in the 4 Biomes collection. I had the Icy Wonderland in winter, and then that one that we saw that was the ocean was for spring, and then I did this for summer, and coming up you'll see the autumnal one. I thought it was fun to have that ongoing theme of one in every quarter of the 4 different biomes, and this is Desert Stroll. I think the ocean one tips it as my favourite, but this comes close. Really gorgeous colours. I love that wee lion. And then this was a new collection she released. Did she release it in 2024? I don't remember, but it is newer anyway. It is the Be Bold kit. And I stuck a little I Am Creative vinyl from her Affirmations vinyls up at the top because I thought it went with it perfectly, because it's all about being creative and crafty. Next, I have a celebration of 5 years on YouTube, which is hard to believe still. And I used she had a graduation version of this, but I used the achievements version of it, as well as the Affirmations washi, and then another one of the Affirmations vinyls that is from the same collection as this, only this one says I Am Unique. So that is achievements. And then we're into September, and this was the September 2023 theme of woodland mushrooms, and I just took the journal card out of it and used the washi that went with it. And the theme is an aster for this month, which is purple, my favourite colour in my birthday month. Perfect. And then this is the dashboard. I say this all the time, but the summer is my favourite season in life. However, autumn is my favourite season in my planner. I love all the little autumnal kits. They're good fun. And then I was off for the summer, and this was my back to work week. So I used the Gloomy Working Week, I think it's called, or is it just a working week? Hold on. This is why I need this. A Gloomy Week from Coffee Monsters Co. And then I had this little vinyl that I thought was perfect for it. And this one too, Control Z. Be nice to just be able to do that in life and undo it and go back to the start of the day. Anyway, so then this is Origami Shiba. I didn't realise these little dogs exist. I actually googled it when I found this kit, and I wish I had the access to get one over here because they're absolutely adorable. Anyway, so I have lots of little paper cranes for the origami theme, and I actually used some of the papers that came in the subscription to cover the top because I didn't have the washi in the theme. And then we're into full-on autumnal. This is the pumpkin spice theme. It's little pumpkins and coffees and pumpkin pies and stuff like that. Lovely. And then this one is one of my favourite autumnal themes. It's the Autumn Foxes from Hubman and Chub Girl. If I forget to say where a kit is from, it's either Coffee Monsters Co or Hubman and Chub Girl. I think I used a Planner Monkey Co kit once, but everything else was from those two shops. And if there's any sticker you see and you're wondering where it's from and I don't say, just ask me, it's no worries, I'll let you know. Yeah, really gorgeous colours. I love the fact that there's the purple in it too. I just, a wee little row of foxes, they're adorable. Anyway, and then here we have the last of the 4 biomes that I used for autumn. This is Into the Woods. So the forest is the biome that it represents. Love this little deer. It's gorgeous colours. And I actually had the new thicker version of the washi on time. Whenever I was doing the ocean one, I didn't have the ocean version yet, but I have it now. And she hasn't released one for the Desert Stroll or the Icy Wonderland, but I'm sure she will at some point. Then we're into October, and I used pumpkin spice. So the journal card and the washi that came with that subscription. The October flowers, a marigold and a Cosmo. There was 2. So nice and fun. My gingerbread advent arrived. Oh, the fastness of time really gets to me, but there you go. Got my new Kindle for my birthday that I've been loving. And then here's my dashboard. And then my birthday week. And I used the birthday kit from Hubman and Chub Girl. I was actually annoyed at myself because I could have swore I bought lots of stuff in this theme, but I think I was only intending to. But I ended up having to pull from the New Year's collection for this year from Hubman and Chub Girl, as well as a few birthday stickers from Coffee Monsters Co, because I didn't have enough. But it still turned out lovely, really gorgeous. And the little dog reminds me of my dog Cody. And then this is another one that's completely out of my comfort zone for past me, but I really love. My favourite is the little wolf, Big Bad Wolf. It's a little Red Riding Hood theme. Really cute. This was the October subscription for this year. And then this was my favourite 2023 subscription, which was vintage stationery. It's funny, 2 years in a row the subscription favourites have been from November. The November 2023 was vintage stationery, and November 2024, which I used coming up, is the Cozy Bookworm. They were both my favourites, but I love this theme, and I actually used the vintage stationery theme as the opening spreads type theme for my socials journal. Really adorable. And then we have Cozy Halloween from Coffee Monsters Co. Little witch in the cauldron, this little witch with the attitude, just adorable. And this new washi from Coffee Monsters Co is stunning. That washi is actually from Planner Monkey Co. But they all coordinated really well. And then I have my add to cart and shopping washi to represent the month of Black Friday, November. And then November's floral is a peony. And I went into a crazy decluttering phase in November. And then this is the dashboard. Again, we're still in reading mode. And then this is another favourite Halloween theme. It just depends what mood I'm in, whether I want the cozy neutrals vibe or this. But because it's like greens and purples, it's right up my street. It's gorgeous. And the little cat is just adorable. That one's my favourite. And then my favourite, Cozy Bookworm. And I've used this loads. I bought lots of extras because I wanted to use it for opening spreads for 2024 because it's just too perfect. And even though it's meant to represent reading, to me it also represents journaling and planning. Just gorgeous. And then this is capybaras. Little cute things. Didn't know they existed either. I had to Google it. But they're adorable. My 2025 planners arrived. Woohoo! That little emoji stalking the postman is hilarious. And then this is a Coffee Monsters Co. autumn kit. Autumn emojis just. And it is the Hobonichi version which matches Fall Critters 2.0. There is a standard size version that matches Fall Critters, the original. But I prefer this because again, when I do colours like this, I prefer them being a bit more muted and it's just gorgeous. And I was able to pop in this pumpkin washi as well and a new little vinyl, and I just trying to use my stuff and not hoard it, and I have been doing really well with that this year, and I've started using seals and vinyls and stuff. Anyway, into the last month of the year. This came from years ago from one of the freebies from Coffee Monsters Co. on our Facebook page, and then I just wrote "'Tis the season to be jolly and joyous, fa la la," which is a little quote from Muppets Christmas Carol. And then the flower for December is holly. Really gorgeous. And then that is the December dashboard. And then still in autumnal vibes, this is the Woodland Mushrooms kit that I was showing you the journal card and washi for earlier. And it has little squirrels and, oh, I forgot the name of them, hedgehogs and mushrooms. Gorgeous colours, and I love the bronzy copper in the washi. And then this, we've swapped drastically to winter, is the Winter Onesie Town. It was the December subscription theme, and I just went ahead and used the actual December subscription. It's the full size kit. A little scene down at the bottom instead of washi, and this is from the Coffee Monsters Co. Winter Critters. And then we're into Christmas. We have, this is just called Merry Christmas. I actually had 3 kits that I wanted to use for Christmas this year and couldn't decide, because normally I just do it at the week of Christmas, and I just decided, you know what, stuff it. I'm going to do 3 Christmas spreads this year and just enjoy it in December. Why not? So yeah, this is Merry Christmas, and it has little reindeer and snowmen and penguins. And then that's the Shears release from Hubman and Shopgirl. So adorable. The Christmas gnomes. He's my favourite there. And then the actual week of Christmas, Holiday Cheer from Coffee Monsters Co. So stunning. But as you can see, I brought in some of the Merry Christmas characters just to fill it out. I just went to town with all the Christmassy vibes. And that is the very last week in this planner. Crazy. And then I did a future overview, and this, I'm not going to do it again. I've done it for a good while, and the idea was to have it as a reference. So if something comes up, I can pop it in. And I even tried to be functional with it by reminding myself of when car tax was due and stuff, but I literally never looked at it once other than to fill it in the first place. And even whenever I was setting up my planner for this year, I looked at the front and just added 1 year. and I just don't think I need it. So I forfeited it this year and decided to give myself the extra notes pages at the back of my planner instead of doing this. And I only did birthdays, I didn't do events, so there's nothing in December, but sure. And then I took a note of the 2024 subscriptions that I got for Coffee Monsters Co. And these are the 4 themes. And I'll be doing a video soon all about the 2025 subscription, what their themes are, what the dear differences are, really soon. So keep an eye out for that if you're interested. And these are the 2024 subscriptions for Hubman and Shopgirl. And it's just fun to look back at for me to see in the future, for myself, just to know what I got then for fun, but also as a point of reference for me, for you guys, so I can say what different themes were from, etc. But they're Hubman and Shopgirl, and I actually already have a video out talking all about the 2025 subscriptions for Hubman and Shopgirl and the tiers, etc. and the sneak peeks and the January and February theme, etc. And I'll link it down below if you're interested. But that was all the themes for 2024. And then that is the very last page of my 2024 planner. So, thoroughly enjoyed this. She's a chunky girl. Very heavy. It's the most filled I have ever had a planner, and I don't know whether that's because of all the kits or because I was doing the journal cards getting stuck in or whatever, but thoroughly enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed following along on this journey and that you will continue to follow along on my journey into 2025. But thank you so much for watching, and until next time, take care and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!
Seems like forever since we've been together. I miss you bad, and I read your letters and look at your pictures. I miss you so bad. It's been so long, I know, but I'm finally coming home. Till then I'm dreaming of your heart, your eyes, our love. Darling, I can't wait till I see your face. I miss you bad. The only thing I need is you beside me. But I miss you so bad. It's been so long, I know, but I'm finally coming home. Till then I'm dreaming of your heart, your eyes, our love. Your heart, your eyes, our love. It's been so long, I know, but I'm finally coming home. Till then I'm dreaming of your heart, your eyes, our love. Your heart, your eyes, our love.
Know me. Take the time to dig deep underneath this red heat. We could really meet. Layers. It's time to lose these naysayers. We're better off, the air will be richer, and everything's so much easier.